Hello, Jacko. How are you? You're very welcome, sir. How are you? Simply Knives. Hello there. No tea tonight. No, the wife will probably make me one shortly. She's out with the dogs at the minute, so I've just been watching the Grand Prix, and oh, what a great race in Monaco, the Formula One. I don't know whether any of you follow that, but I love the Grand Prix, and it was a great race there tonight. I just got the highlights. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. No, it's not an orange juice. It's a mixture of different oranges. Well, it's not orange. A mixture of different fruits. I think it's tropical or something it's called. So it's quite nice. Now I have to say it's refreshing. Dee-dee. Well, let's get it over with. Anybody had good knives this week? Good evening, Rhino. How are you doing? Jacko, we have a David Culford driving his McLaren around Cape Town next Sunday, which is pretty awesome. It is. I like David Coulthard, I have to say. He's one of my favourite. He was commentating there tonight on the race in Monaco. Old Chisel Jaw. Hello, Aaron. How you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Seems very bright tonight, mate. Let's just see if we can dim it down a wee bit. Is that better? That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Let me just get that. That's a bit better. Just not so sharp. Tony, how you doing? Orange juice? I know I'm getting good living, I'm telling you. I'll eventually get there, Tony. A Higoganami. Lovely. Really nice knife. Really nice little knife. I have one somewhere hidden away in the depths in there. Haven't had it out for ages, actually. Doc P gives out some great prizes, though, I have to say. Fair play to him. Have vodka? Sadly not, no. Well, not sadly, I'm glad it's not. We're doing pretty well, Tony. We're doing pretty well. They're absolutely great. Now, did you ever see any of the videos of how they make them on the side of the street? Hello, Mr. Slicey Dicey. How are you? Nice to see you, sir. You've got yours tonight as well, haven't you, mate? Well, unlike you, you're probably Simply Knives. Hello, how you doing? You're probably very well organised. I'm afraid I'm not. I've about 4 videos in the bank, and I have never had that many. You're going to Blade Show, Tony. Whoa, great news. Well, that's it. You enjoy it and get the note for next year, because when I'm over, I'll expect you to be at Blade Show next year. Um, yeah, there was a video. I was talking about the video yesterday. Higo Nashami or whatever they're called. Um, Camera time. um, I watched the videos of them making them on the side of the street. Absolutely brilliant. You work all the kinks out. That'll do lovely, Tony. If you see a nice hotel when you're down there now, keep it in mind so I can book. Because hopefully, if the house sells in the next next 6 weeks, I'm just going to book the hotel and all then, because there's no point waiting until next year and missing it, or waiting until later on in the year. I'll just do it as soon as I can. So there we go. I'm excited now, and it's over a year away. I'm excited for this year's one. There's so many people giving off a lot of their time up to do videos, and I have to say, from somebody who lives across the water, it's really, really great to be able to keep in contact with what's going on over there. And I know it must be a pain in the neck having to do videos and upload them with the download speeds or whatever in hotels, but I can't thank them enough. I just love watching them. I watch every single one that's put up, and I watch an awful lot of channels. Not to stay where the show is. Yeah, I want to be as near as possible to it, Tony. I just want to spend as much time meeting people as I can, to be honest. I want to go back home hoarse, which will not be hard for me. I upgraded my phone and got a new mic to record videos. Ah. Oh, I would say you'll love it, Brian. I just every year I watch it and I just get so envious of people there. It's just an amazing place, and especially if I think if you live far away from the show to get there, the effort is all. It looks to be worthwhile. I cannot wait. Sorry, somebody was asking me about knives. Was it this wee yellow one they were asking me about? It's actually orange, but my colour is not great. Never heard yet where there's no comments from Paddy. Yes, I do get about a bit, I have to say. Although I'll have to say sometimes now because I've been putting out a video every day, every 2 days recently. And you see, trying to keep up with the comments, sometimes you just have to sit there with your head down for an hour and just get as many as you can. So with more and more subs, I suppose that'll get less and less, but I'll do it as much as I can. I enjoy it. I enjoy the chat with people, even if it is just a wee sentence. I'm not a great talker, as you can tell. I'm not a great talker with my fingers. I'll talk the ears off you if we're sitting in the same room. Corla, hello, how are you doing? Are you keeping well, sir? I shy and retiring, I like to think of myself. Very much so. Hello, Washkin, how are you? Hello, Eric, how are you? Yeah, we're coming up on 5K. I've got quite a few things put away for my 5K giveaway. I've got some nice prizes, I think. Well, I hope you will like them. But we are, Carla. Thank you very much, and the same to you and yours. Although it slowed up this last week or two, so it could take another 6 months. You just never know. Um, yes, I've got a couple of nice prizes, I think, anyway, to give away for the 5,000. I just don't know whether to do it. I'll probably do maybe one or two different ones. It's been a rough day. Woke up at 3 a.m. full of vigor and now I'm tired. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning and I went to Big Red EDC, his live show this morning. Um, what do you call him? Was doing it. Zed stuff was doing it for him. Zach. So I went on there for a while this morning at 6 o'clock just to keep myself occupied. It was nice, nice wee chat this morning. My dog, our new dog, the newest one, 6 o'clock is about as late as he will sleep. He just will not. And then he goes over and he wakes old Bonnie up, and she's 12. She doesn't want to be getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but he goes over and he wakes her up. He annoys her till she gets up, and then the two of them come out and bully you at the side of the bed. The joys of being a pet owner. I was just saying, Brian, I've just finished watching the highlights of it there now. I don't have Sky, but I watched the highlights. It was on one of our normal channels. So I've literally just got up from the seat and sat down over here. So I've nothing really organised. What I've done is I'm always rabbiting on about secondary knives. And what I've done, I've just thrown a bit of an example of some of the secondary knives, or what I would call secondary knives, just on the table there. And it'll be interesting to see. Cheers for sending those Fury Gear knives. Who's that? Sticks. Yep, not a problem. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Um, yeah, the black one is a UK legal one. Strangely enough, it looks like it shouldn't be. Well, I hope you like them. That's my pleasure. Now, if Super Steel Steve's come on, I still haven't even sent his knife. Japu, how are you doing? You're very welcome, sir. When it comes to people, are you part of the Red Army? No, not at all. I think football is for ladies. I would be a rugby supporter. I have Sky totally for F1. That's the only sort of. I would probably have it too. We got Sky taken out there about a month ago, just maybe 2 months ago, and we have the Freeview channel. I bought one of those expensive boxes, and to be honest with you, I'm not missing Sky at all, and it's £50 a month cheaper. So I just think it's great. There's another knife. Hello, Rooster Dad 50. How are you? Oh, we're only just started, mate. You haven't missed anything. Only 10 minutes. We're just shooting the breeze here. Nothing much. Manchester United? Nah. Just it's rugby you have to get into. I support Ulster, which is the top team in Northern Ireland, um, and have done for years upon years. That's what I played as a sport. Well, when I was younger, and then I played golf for a lot of years too. But I don't do any sport now other than knife videos. That's my sport. The Sky just got so expensive. I mean, it was literally 75 quid a month to have your sports and your internet. Now we pay £25 a month for the internet, and that's it. The box we paid cost 200, so a couple of months it's paid off, and that's it. I took an exercise on the drama, so it didn't stay locked. Yeah, I think as long as you're sensible when you go out with a knife here. Oh, Ferrari just were terrible today. Absolutely terrible. That wee fella this year, they have just, I think they've done everything just to test his temperament. And like so far, fair play to him. He's held up pretty good. You're an Ospreys fan. Oh, well, that's not a problem. I mean, they're not very good. So, what was that last one about rugby? I missed that now. Talking about rugby, you Americans, that American football is no a thug's game played by gentlemen. Yeah, that's a nice. I like that. Yeah. Hey, Paddy, I like the name of the team. It sounds cool. Ulster Rugby. Yeah. Oh, it's called soccer. No, I don't. Football is not my thing at all. That's played with a round ball. I played with an odd shaped one. Dee 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 dee. Have you been out shooting photographs today, Tony? Any wildlife unexpecting up? That little hawk has been beautiful this week. Dee-dee-dee. Well, come on then. What's the knives? Who's got the best knife this week so far? Ma, I don't know whether you took your message off or not, but it went off. I have my red-shouldered hawks. They are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A rose by any other name, Carla. Didn't see that. Oh dear. That's not good. I think I see a special buck 110. Oh no. This is a 55. This is the wee small 55. I put the wee brass stopper on. It's just, half the size of the big buck. Or is it 55%? I'm not sure. But a most beautiful little knife. Lock back just like it's mama. Beautiful little blade. Great little slicer, I have to say. Lovely, lovely knife. I got this as a gift. It's just I love it. I can get a full four fingers on it, and with this when I put this wee um nubbins on it, it's Paddy's head time. It gives me a great push down. It can lock out. It really is a lovely little knife. You still have that little two sons. Yeah, I love it. I love this little two sons. It really is the most beautiful little knife. And again, it's a wee knife you can get so much work done with. I mean, it's well used now, Tony. Have you seen the? Oh, well, it's not really coming up. I haven't got a lot of light on here. My light is not great tonight. It's well and truly battered. It doesn't look as good as it looks on that screen. But and Tony, you'd recognise this wee knife. I've had one of these since I started the channel, nearly the wee San Remo. It's brass on the inside and stainless steel on the outside. It is a scalpel, an absolute scalpel. If you've seen the wear on that, again, my lighting is bad tonight. Let's see if I turn that back up again. I'm not getting a. Let me just see if this is just a beautiful. The Tucson Tanto. Tucson Tanto. No, I haven't got a Tucson Tanto. Oh, yes, I have. Sorry. Have I got a Tucson Tanto? Let me just see here. Just give me a wee second. Talk amongst yourselves there. Do I see if I have got the Tucson Tanto? Where is my Tucsons? I have my box, so I resorted my box out, and I'm still not au fait where everything is now. Where is it? Come on, Stephen. Pick a hole. Where is it? I have that Tanto. And this is another lovely little Tanto. This is a wee HX Outdoors Tanto. Beautiful little knife. Carbon fibre, titanium. Beautiful little knife, I have to say. Now, where is the... I've got a really odd shaped Tucson. Where is it? Oh, Stephen. Where have I done that? Do you know, I have no idea where it is. Oh, here, hang on. That's not the Tucson. Sorry, folks, I'm not reading this here. Cipher on me. A Microtech cipher. I don't even know what that looks like, David. Very nice to see you, David. Crazy knife guy. Thank you. How you doing? Sorry, I'm looking here for an. Oh, here. This is a Tucson. Look at that chap there. This was a gift from my friend in New York. Everyday City Carry gave me this. Must be 2 years ago. A beautiful, beautiful knife, I have to say there. Hello, Peter. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hello, David. How are you? Keeping well? David's my grandson, if anybody doesn't know David on. Um, I'm okay, David. Are you on your machine? David's a gamer. He would play on his, like most of them now, all on these gaming machines. He's 17 now. Gosh, he's getting old. He's getting old. Yes, that's a beautiful Tanto. I do like a Tanto. Oh, you know, I'm dying to take out this year and take to the woods. That was a surprise. The Tucson, yeah, it's a beautiful. I don't give gifts away. I keep saying, I'll do this and I'll do that, but I never do. The one I was thinking of, but very nice, very rectangular handle. Yeah. Sorry, what did I do? I'm putting everything back in the wrong place now because I'm not. Oh, there we go. Tanto wouldn't be my favourite, but it's something I didn't have, and then all of a sudden I had three of them. Um, just the way it worked. It was. I do like them now. I have to say I do like them. I don't even mind. Is that Slicey away? Cheerio, Slicey. Um, I've got a CMF 16 in the pocket today. It's a Tanto Robert Carter. Westinghouse my Carter. Oh, I'm really into my Carter. Well, it turns out I overuse the point. I see. I don't really hard use my knives. I'd love to say I beat them to death, but I really don't. Mine get very gentle used to it. At the most, in the winter now, I'll maybe take my big cold steel down to the woods, and just give it a bash to see how good it is. This has turned into be a lovely little secondary knife. This is a wee front flipper. It's a wee frame lock, and this was I think it was a Fura knife. It came from Ganzo, what is it? No, it's not. It's not even Fura. It's a no name, but it says S35 VN on it. And to be honest with you, do you know what might just be? It's not a bad wee steel. It comes up. You get a lovely edge on it. Really good edge. Now, It'll not worry me because I can sharpen, so it doesn't matter. But it's a real lovely wee front flipper, and it sits in your pocket. You wouldn't feel that in your pocket. There's nothing to it at all. I can't front flip. No, can't do it. And then this is another one now. I've done a trade for this. This is a 2-year knife. Is this the Sunday night special? SNS? I think it might just be. I think it might be the Sunday night special. I think I've got some. I've got a few other wee ones about here that I would use as secondary knives. Does everybody carry a second knife that's on here, or is it just something that the few of us do? The wee Surge one, yeah, this is a lovely. These are both Surge Panchenko copies. This one I've had for the longest time, and it's a frame lock. Absolutely amazing blade on it. Is it code for your only cold steel? No, I've got a couple. Oh, Tony, you do carry a slipper there. Hello, blue collar. How are you? Are you keeping well, sir? I've actually blue collar in your passering group. I've sent over some stickers that'll go round to you eventually. I sent them to Big Red, and he'll put them round the group. What other have I got a cold steel? I have this jobby here, the Thin Wolf, which is just a great. I'm pretty good, mate. I'm pretty good. I'm ill prepared. I was watching the F1 there, and I have this as well. This is just a nasty little knife. It really is. Them serrations are nasty. I'm not a. It's a holdout. Lovely little knife in the hand, but you know, if you ever wanted to go fighting, this is a nasty little knife to do that. So I'll probably never use it. By the time I get to a fight now, it's over. Looks like a pain to sharpen. To be honest, you don't have to sharpen them that often. How often are you actually going to use it in reality? Is my answer to that. I don't use them. I'm not a serration person at all. I have one serrated knife apart from that, as in a working knife, and it is a Ganzo, and I got it for the channel, and it's the wee Ganzo, the small Delica replica, and it's a wee half and half, which is not bad, not a bad wee knife at all. I like the fact that you've got quite a lot of flat at the front, but that's quite good, and the serrations on this are very, very well done. But they're easy sharpened. I mean, to do a serration, you just buy one of these wee things here. I'm sure I've showed this before on the channel. You just buy one of those. You turn it round, and it's got a wee needle point on the end of it. Tighten that up. And then there you go. You just get in and just give it a little poke. That does right down to the smallest serration. Just give them a quick go, and it sharpens them easy enough. And then at the end of it, just put it on a stone and just flatten it to take off the wee burr. What does everybody think about? I recently bought a GEC Hawkbill hay and helper. Yes, I've got a Hawkbill myself, a big one. I have a lovely big Wright and Son Hawkbill. They're very easy to sharpen. If you're having a problem sharpening, this is what I use, and I recommend to anybody, either buy a big stick. This is the Lansky, and it's the wee rods, and you get a set of diamond ones and a set of the ceramic. And as long as you're not overusing the knife, at the end of the night, all you do is that down here on these little rods. Well, put it on the table, obviously, but all you do is that, and it just sharpens your knife. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think. Just keep this straight. Keep this straight up and down, down there, down there. You do it for a couple of minutes, and your knife will be as sharp as a razor. Say there's a diamond side if you have any chips, or if you've overused it. Yeah, them we landscape, they'll sharpen anything. They really will. They'll put an edge back, especially the ceramic is nice just to top your knife off. Your knife, your knives up. Um, it's the whole. I think the whole thing for sharpening at the minute, there's an awful lot of talk about it, is don't let your knife go completely dull if you can help it. Most of us are not out there hard beating our knives. We're collectors or whatever. We'll use them, but I mean, I use mine whenever I can. I'll think of reasons to use a knife, but I never really let it go backhanded. Oh, what did you think? Are you glad to get back to the freehand again? I tried that machine. Boy, there's a knack to that machine. I got the cheaper version, but oh, I just couldn't get on with it at all. And you're so good. I watched your videos um with the machine you had. Super Steel Gold. I don't. I tend to just top mine up at the end of the day. Um, and that's, I mean, to be honest, this was one of the best things. I like freehand. And I have the workshop down, but I need to practice my stones. Yeah, the workshop, you have it. I just couldn't get it. I really couldn't get on with it at all. I tried so hard. I mean, freehand, it is just a matter of trying. I bought this year when I had a bit of money. It was about £100, but this is the Spyderco Ultra Fine, and it comes in a lovely leather pouch that you can just set on the table and put this on top of it. You see, at the end of the night, if you've used a knife at all, it's just brilliant. Just brilliant. I love doing it. I think sort of knife sharpening now is a big part of. I would say it's probably 25 to 30% of my knife hobby is being able to sharpen and bring a knife back. Um, it's funny. I got this today. I wasn't going to show it. I've a video up that I done today on this knife here. I'm just going to show it while I'm here. Hello, Jeff. How are you doing? This is one of the best bargains I have had this year. This is a Groman knife, a Canadian knife. I'm not sure where it's made, whether it's made in Canada or it's a Chinese made. It says Canada on it, but it doesn't say made in Canada. But let me tell you, the fit and finish of this was a Canadian belt knife. It's now a lockback, or the iteration is a lockback of it. But what a beautiful hollow grind on it. The blade is lovely. The grinds are level on both sides. Came really sharp. And I used it at a steak for my dinner tonight. So this is my new steak knife. I bought it for that purpose because I've been using my GEC, but my GEC's been getting other use. And I'm starting to taste it when I'm eating. So this is absolutely stunning. It's brass bolster. It's got rosewood handles. The fit and finish. Look at that, brass liners. There's not a gap right round this knife. Absolutely stunning. The only thing I could find fault, you'll see the video if you watch it, was some of these are not quite even. But it's one of the best set of jimping that you'll ever get. It's completely firm but not sharp. Hello, William. Oh, definitely sharpening a knife is it. This cost under £14, so about $16 for this, and it's 9CR18. Absolutely cracking. Hello, Birdman. How you doing? Oh, good. I'm glad you got it, Jeff. Did you get one, or did you get one after me or before me? Um, I love that. I just there it is. There, I have it out constantly. Um, and they actually do now. Fuckniven do this the diamond bit, which is comes with a sticky back, and you just put it on there, and so now you have your diamond, and you have the two ceramic sides, which is just another string to the bow. It just makes it even more invaluable. Love this. I could sharpen anything in this, from an axe to a pen knife. Do, do, do. But that Groman, I have to say, that is definitely the buy of the year so far for me. The fit and finish is just staggering. And I got it from, where did I get this from? I got this from AliExpress. AliExpress. Beautiful knife. It's now my dedicated steak knife. I took a picture. I'll put a picture up on Instagram tomorrow. Yes, Eric, it's great, isn't it? It just makes it so easy. I think May, have you gotten the May knives are unbelievable. I mean, I don't think they'll stay that way for much longer. If he keeps going the way he's going, they are just I honestly I still just pick them out and stroke them. I am completely taken with this Jean Micarta. That is one of the nicest little blades I've ever had. I have used it. You look at the state of it already. I have used it for everything from a dinner to. You can't really see it. This light is terrible tonight. Sorry about that, folks. Um, but it's getting battered. But I just love it. I got it as a user, and I'm just going to use it. I'm not that worried about it. I just love it. It looks so much better in real life than it does there. Let me just bring that up close here. There we go. It's getting better. The blue jean, absolutely gorgeous. Really is. But the fit and finish in this and that the file work he does is just beautiful. Do you use this lot in the kitchen much? I always feel nervous washing mine. Well, it's like, to be honest with you, when I was doing that tonight, I had a mistake and I just take it into the kitchen myself. And when the wife's got the bowl full, I just give it a wee quick rinse, knife down, and then wipe it off, and that does it. If you want to put a wee bit of natural oil or something on it, you can do that, but I don't really. Hello, Rooster Dad. Did I say hello to you? But if I didn't, hello anyway. How are you? Yes, I'm going to do another sharpening video this week, probably at the latter end of the week, on the stones that Jeff Jewell had won on his prize. The last stone, when I was using it, the 6,000 grit, it was quite soft and I kept pulling into it. So he had told me to just use it as if I was using a bit of ceramic and doing it that way. Mineral oil, sorry, that's what I use. Um, Tony, yes, mineral oil is what I use. I'll use it on my blades. I'll use it round my any of my traditional knives. Mineral oil covered if I'm going to leave them for a while. But to be honest with you, I pull mine out quite often now. I'd end up going through my, and I'm in the middle of the minute of doing a complete knife collection. I don't know whether any of you have seen them. I hope you're enjoying them and not too boring. But I've tried, I don't know, many times and never finished. So this time I really want to finish. I think I've two done. I've one on the can, and I'm just going to keep knocking them out until I finish. KPL costs a fortune in the UK. Yeah, I use the mineral oil. That's what I used before I got the KPL. The KPL is good. There's no doubt about it. Now, I was very fortunate. He sent me two bottles of it when it first came out, to try for him and review. It's absolutely lovely. But would I spend a whole lot of money? I'll probably just go back to mineral oil when it's done. That's terrible, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is there much difference? I'm not sure. Not for what I want to do. I'm not a quick draw merchant. Paddy, is there a well-known Irish knife company? Um, Not that I know of. I have tried to find somewhere that makes half decent knives, even just to get them on a thing, and I can't. Doesn't last quite as long. No, it actually it's better oil than the mineral oil, but it doesn't last as long as the mineral oil, Tony. I found exactly the same thing, but it is a great oil. Hey Paddy, can you touch in that stone? Is it ultra fine? Is it a DC4? No, no. This is the upgraded model. This is the CC4, and it's ceramic is what they're calling it. Um, it is the very smooth. It's like the side that's on the DC4. It has that side, but on the other side it has the cold white marbly effect. Um, Same as the Spyderco. Probably not the ultra fine, but it's the fine. Um, Spyderco stone, for honing your blades. It's just amazing. It's like a cool bit of marble. If I'm trying to explain it, but not doing a great job. But it's really good for bringing an edge back. And in Heine Haynes this year, they brought out this This is on the back of the DC4. Well, they brought this out so you could actually stick it on your leather pouch. It's really whatever the glue is that's on the back of this. It hasn't moved, and I have sharpened knives on it. If I bring it up to you, you'll see it's had quite a bit of sharpening on it already, and it hasn't moved. So it's a Falk Niven CC4. Highly recommend it. It's only about 20 quid. But literally, if you just want to learn how to hand sharpen, there's a great little thing to practice on that's not going to cost you a fortune. And if you can do it on that, you can do it on anything. Would anybody be interested if I just done another whole video on sharpening a knife on this CC4, where I completely blunt it, have to use the diamond, all three parts of the stone? If there's any interest in that, I'll do one on that, or I'll just blunt one in front of you and do it live on the screen. It's so easy. Live, it take no more than 10 minutes. Okay, Carla, you got it. I shall do it. I don't know about you last. Slick Slicers. He watches, he does. Yeah, he's very nice now, I have to say. He has. I actually said to him about you last week when I ordered the sailor knife. I had said that you had sent me over. But yes, he's a nice fella, and I have to say. And I think because I'm across the shuck here, he would tend to have a look at. I ask him to have a look at all my knives for me. I tend to ring him up now and just do it that way. Would you have a look and send me over a half decent one? I think because I'm spending that much money there, he doesn't mind doing it. Dee. Hello, John. How are you? That's what started off. Yeah. Well, if we keep buying, hopefully in the end of the day, he'll maybe, start giving us a wee bit of discount. Well, you're a nice fella. Well, Justin, so are you, sir. But you're even cuter looking than I am, if that's possible. Did you enjoy your 3 day weekend, Justin? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. You've uploaded a video, John. I haven't even looked today. I'll have to say I'm a bit behind. I was catching up on my own channel, answering a few people on my own channel today, and making videos. I've got four in the can. Well, some of them only 6 minutes long, and some of them are 18 minutes. But I've never had four in the can before, and I just want to sort of keep it at that because you can always have them. I asked for a discount, but I got a sub story, got pennies. Well, I'm a bit smoother. I'm not even going to say. I'm just going to say that's unlucky. Yeah, it's hard to keep up. And I literally watch so many channels. I love watching people. I love watching new channels. And then lot that I put up recently, they're really knocking out the videos. It's lovely to see. Have you ever come across that uses stingray skin on the scales? No, but I have heard of them. Um, Tony will probably come in now and say which knives it is. I know I've seen the ones with the black stingray. Is those ones that have got an HRC of 70 or something. Um, very, very expensive in the 1000 plus mark. Tony is good at knives like that. I'm not. It's quite a quiet wee night tonight. Either that or people are thinking it's rubbish. There's not that many about here tonight. 20 odd. There we go. You have several swords with ray skin. Yeah, I think on my son's his sword that he got when he became an officer, I think it's ray skin on it. A katana with ray skin. Is it, what do you call that knife that's got a really, really high polish, Tony? Costs over $1,000 for them, minimum. And if a Rockwell, it's just some stupid price. They have stingray on them. Or is it shark skin they have? Maybe thinking of something different. Actually, the weather's been pretty good, Corla. I have to say, it's not been bad at all. The Rockstead, that's it. Sorry, that's a knife. Yes, we've had pretty good weather, to be honest with you. It's like a wee blip there. Yes, Rockstead. Oh, maybe I'm waffling. All right, that wouldn't be like me at all. Yes, it wouldn't be like me at all. It could have been. No, I don't think it was leather in his. He bought his second hand. I know that. What's the knife on the far left? This one here or the one on the leather? I just had a wee blip on mine. Most military stores are right scan. Oh, well, then I could be right. Well, I'm either right or wrong. That's about the story of my life. Sorry, John, which one did you mean? Did you mean this one or this one? Is this one here is the wee front flipper, not the leather. Yeah, this is it. This is it here. It's a wee front flipper, and I got it from GearBest. It's on their. It's I think it's on their website now. There's no name. There's no name on it at all. It's S35VN. It says titanium. That is definitely titanium. It's a frame lock. Really lovely, nice, John. I don't know whether it's S35. Couldn't tell you, but it's a great wee secondary knife or a wee work knife, as you know. When you're working in your job, it's a real nice wee knife that's not that offensive, but it'll give you enough to do the day's work. I just seen the custom knife where you had England Michael Mays. Yeah, it's he's a really genuine bloke. He seems, you know what I mean, and he's been very good talking back and forward too with me. So I might order another one. I might. I don't really like buying more than two of one brand because I'm sort of limiting the channels views, if you know what I mean, by just getting all one brand. Um, John McDowell. No, no. Yes, so I try not to order more than yeah, Ganzo. I know, Ganzo Spyderco Benchmade, but they're ones that the Ganzo are just because I particularly like them, and the Benchmade and the Benchmade is because I genuinely like them, but Spyderco is because they're the most used knives and are the most bought. They're the most popular, and you need them for the channel to make comparisons. Well, you don't need them, but they're nice to have for comparisons. But I have spoilt myself on my little, my two little. Hello, you know, how often can you say you spoiled yourself with a custom knife, you know, made for you for £100? You don't get many custom knives made to your specification for £100. So I mean, you just can't go wrong with it. I just love it. So I might order another one, or if I can find another maker, I'd rather give them a shout. Where you go? Hey up, Paddy, where you going? Still here. Yes, I would like to find more local tradesmen that are doing it. I just don't get Spidacos and only have the Hiney Hens UKPK. Yeah, I mean, Spidacos are just expensive over here. Although now I was on Amazon and they're doing more knives at the minute over here. It's different for the use in America. You get a huge amount of knives. We get sporadic knives on Amazon. And I seen a Delica for £74 on Amazon delivered if you got Prime free, which I thought that's the cheapest I've seen a Delica for years. And they weren't always on Amazon, so it was black. The only one you could get was black, but there we go, £74. They're definitely coming down. In saying that, I wouldn't buy a Delica for that price anymore. I would go for the bird knives. The bird. I'll just get you one now. Where are we? There it is now. There we go. This is the bird meadowlark. This one's in G10 now. Beautifully done backspacer on it. Sorry, my lighting is so bad tonight. I haven't got it set up for close-ups, but this is a beautiful. I put this deep pocket carry clip on it, but it's exactly the same size as the Delica 8CR13. It costs about $30 or whatever. Um, it really is just a lovely knife, much better for value than a Delica. I got what else? There's another wee bird knife. There's the Bird Robin 2. It's the same size as the Dragonfly. Beautiful grippy handle. It's not as rounded as their knife, but I can get a full four finger grip just like you can on the Dragonfly. And again, 8CR13. I don't care for for a little knife like that. That's absolutely fine. What are you talking about? Which Ganzo are we talking about now? This is the new one from Ganzo. This is the F40 one. I have the review just up this week. It took me a while to get this. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. The fit and finish is absolute. Now, the only thing, and I've had so many people look at that there, it's just dropped. I haven't put any oil in this yet. I haven't reviewed, I haven't done the full review, so I don't need to put oil in it yet. This is fine. Look, it's got a weak detent. Quite a lot of these new model knives that Ganzo brought out have a weak detent. That doesn't make them a bad knife. I mean, there's me doing that there, and it's not popping out. I have to really give it a good elbow throw on my one, but it flips really well. It flips really well. Look, I can flip nearly any knife and make it fail. That's what us reviewers do when we're trying to say, look, it's a weak detent. We do that. But in real life, I'm not going to do that. I'll just push hard and I get a good flip, but they're by no means dangerous. I have never had one that's dangerous, and I know some people have, and I'm not gonna, I'm not disputing it. But another thing I would tend to try and do is push this lock bar over a wee bit. Just gently move it over and see if you can get a wee bit more detent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But great little flipper. Really, really lovely knife. Genuinely probably one of the best so far. The soft detent doesn't bother me unless it's going to fall out when I'm holding it up here doing that. Then it's not going to matter. Bearing in mind that that's in my pocket that way, down the side of my pocket, so there's no way it's going to fall open. I'm not going to worry about sticking my hand in. It's not going to happen. They're not that weak. Is everybody still there? I seem to have lost my screen. Hello. Are you still there, folks? Oh, yes, you are. You picked up another Enzo last week. You greedy man. Hey, Paddy. Thank you very much indeed for watching. It's a real lovely. I love mine, I have to say. I had to buy the Tango Vector after seeing your last video. It's a lovely little knife. It's a reasonably priced knife, and it's just a nice little knife. It's not for hard use, but it is a nice little knife. Um, it is slippy, and that's why I mentioned it. It is slippy, but it's a lovely wee knife you can sneak up on, and it's like 440. It's fine. There's a new Ganzo knife. Well, somebody had sent me. I can't remember who it was now. I'm not very good with memory. Had sent me an email today saying they'd seen one out, and it's got an access lock on it. I went on to try and find it. Could find it nowhere. Could find it nowhere. Can you show the second from the left? Now, do you mean this way here? Is this the one you want to see? No, I couldn't find it with a G lock. I found the name, but I didn't find one with a G lock on it. And I went straight on AliExpress and I spent about half an hour scrolling down because sometimes you don't get them at the bottom. Did you actually see it with the G lock on it, Tony? Because I certainly didn't. Um, this is a little Tucson, and it's a little frame lock. Something tells me you just set me up, you know. Am I a bit slow? Yes, it's a little Tucson. It's only about, let me see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, literally just over 5 inches. You did set me up, didn't you? I thought about half an hour I looked through AliExpress. Right, that's it. Christmas cards definitely not being sent to use. Yes, it's a lovely little knife. I got it quite a long time ago by someone I'm not very keen on at all. Beautiful little work knife. The skinny one, right. Now, do you mean, oh, you mean this one here? This wee one? This is the front flipper. This is from Gearbest again. There's no name on this one. You just have to go in. It's titanium. It says S35VN, but there's no name or anything on it. It's a lovely little knife. It might be S35VN. It might be steel from somewhere, but it's lovely. Paddy still coming through? Jeff, I'm seeing you all right, mate. Yeah, it's a real lovely little knife. Just go on Gearbest and just go into their folding knives, and you'll find it somewhere there. Because there's no name, you can't type it in. No name. Dee, dee, dee. Dee, 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 dee. This is another lovely wee one, but it's got a recurve on it. And I think too you probably made the mistake because an awful lot of people are scared of recurves for sharpening. But again, that wee Lansky sharpener just does it so easily. And you can actually buy ceramic, like kitchen rods now for doing the kitchen knives. I've got one of them. Now, to be honest, it's not as good as that Lansky one, but it does work. I want the link to. I'm not looking again. Looks like a booze blade. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. It's just a cheaper version. Do you know what I mean? Um, just a cheaper version. These two in the middle are wee San Remo knives that I have had for donkeys. I got this one to go with a knife that Mr. Slide Tech had given me donkeys years ago. He had given me this one. It's a wee Kaiser knife, and this was my carry with it because I thought it was so close to it. Isn't that just lovely as a carry, a secondary and main? There you go. It was that's why I bought this wee one. But they do all sorts of different colours, and I have had so many San Remo knives over the years. It's not real. A lot of budget now come out with D. I guess D2 is very cheap to get now, like 440C is. Do you know? I don't mind either. I'm quite happy with 440C. Um, I have to say. I think Paddy has to approve the link before it disappears or it displays. You're having me on. There's no Ganzos coming out with an access lock now. Now stop it. I'm easy upset. I'll go to bed now tonight thinking about it. I think I've read more of these tonight than I've done anything else. There is. Yes, they're all sending. You see if I go back on here tonight and it's not there. D2 is hard to heat treat and buying it from China is like rolling the dice. Yeah, it seems to be with D2. Yeah, I love 440C. I like D2 as well. And to be honest with you, as long as it's half decent, and this is what I keep harping on about. If you can sharpen, it doesn't really. Let's see, no, I'm probably sent you a link on WhatsApp. Thank you very much, sir. I shall check afterwards. Hi, Stephen. Here's the link. Best Chinese knives. All right. Who do you fancy in the Tory leadership race? Is the, look, I just want Boris in because I want to see Boris and Trump standing on the steps of Buckingham Palace. That would just be, that's a picture for all time. If the knife's there, I'll order it tonight once I get off here. That's all spam, Paddy. I wouldn't know what spam was. And if you're going to send me emails, I never read them. I'd be entertaining sitcom with Bobo and Trump, but I'm not sure. I'd like to be the sporting cast. Oh, I don't know. It's completely. I just think politics. It is just gone mad at the minute, and we're letting it happen. Why there isn't a coup taking place, I've no idea. We're just letting numpties run the country. They aren't allowed to show locks on it, but it doesn't even say there's locks. Well, of course, they're not allowed to say it, are they? Right, well, I'll order one and see what it is. I seen them down as low as $13 odd, which is strange for a new Ganzo. Or £13, I think. I'll order one and see it'll not do me any harm at all. I can afford £13 just to see if it is right. But it would be nice to see the axis lock back again. I loved the Ganzo axis lock. I know it wasn't as free as such as the Benchmade, but it was good. So that makes sense now when you're saying about that knife. Although it did it not say it was 440C? Here, 2 or 3. So, Paddy, what's your favourite 2 or 3 stone set? I have a set from Jeff Jewell he sent me. I can't remember the name of them. Hang on a wee second. I have it in my book here. Right, I'll back in a sec. Now, let me see. I have my wee black book, and I usually keep things that I need in here. But I have the name of the stones, I think, written down in here. That's they're Imanashi Latte, the 400, and the 1 and 6 combo. That's my 3 favourite that I got from Jeff. They are just lovely stones. I'm doing a video this week on them, a full video, so I'm sure it'll be a half an hour plus from beginning to end, where I blunt the knife and resharpen it. And I really just want to use the 6000 again because I find it quite difficult to use, but I've been given some. The Latte and the Imanashi 1 and 6K, yep. Imanashi Latte and the 1 and 6K combo. So I'll do a video this week. If you're interested, you'll see them. You see what they're like. The 400 ones are really great stone. Thanks. I've seen your last fit. Oh, you don't want to see it anymore then? It's cheap to get it now. That's why I have a lot of budget knives with D2 steel, and I love D2. Yeah, D2's all right. And as long as it's half decent heat treat, it's not a bad blade steel for a pocket knife. As a hard use knife, I'd probably want something else with a bit more definite that I could,
Stop licking my legs.
That wasn't me that was doing that, by the way. My wife just shouted out, "Stop licking my legs." It's the dog that's doing it. Did you forget I'm on the computer? You just shouted out, "Stop licking my legs." Ah, oh no, buffering. Oh dear. I've had a bit of that today, I have to say. D2's profile has changed from the semi-exotic buzzy about recent treating myself a really nice retirement gift. What did you get, mate? That's Buckeye Bushcrafter. What did you get yourself for your retirement? Hinder XM24. My wife is still yelling at me. Well, this was my present for my my 60th. Um, this is just beautiful. Well, it wasn't my 60th, but I have a review, I have a story on it. I'm not going to go into it now. This is my this is my naughty knife this year that I spent more money than I ever thought I would spend on a knife. So I just love it. Tony, what are you doing? I think it died for me. I don't know what's happening with you boys. Is my LOL, yeah, all she wants, it was me that went on there for 34 years. Let me tell you, 34 years service, that's worth a present. I got my wee pension from the Navy this year, and I bought myself a nice new wee car. Now, it's nothing special, but it's a wee SUV, and it'll do me and her to the rest of our days now. And it was lovely just to walk in, pay for it, and just not have to think about it again. No HP. It's lovely. Dee, dee, dee. Go Buckeyes. Thank you, sir. And I take it you would your service as well. I take it that's what you meant by 34 years. Was that service in the forces or the service units like the police or fire brigade? Well, I thank you for your service, sir. And I think this is a lovely thing that you know it's nearly only Americans that I've known do that is thank each other for their service. I think it is a lovely thing to do. I really do. I think it's lovely. It just seems very genuine. I see we reservists don't get pensions, but I still thank you for your service because whether you reserve or not, there's an awful lot of people have died in the reserves for their country and for serving their people. Hey Paddy, can you also start posting more links you can use them when people know you're into knives? They're always asking for one. Oh, you mean links to the knives that I buy? Yeah, I will do. I'll start doing that. I'm not. That's a fault of mine is not putting them up because unless they're from Gearbest that there or somebody has given me, I tend to just tell you in the video where they're from. But yes, I will try very hard to remember to put the links up. But I am bad at it. I don't find all this typing easy. I find it incredibly difficult. I know I make it seem seamless to you, but I really do just find it quite complicated. Look, folks, it's over the hour now. My good lady and myself, it's our bedtime now. I've been up from 6 this morning, so I'm ready for bed. Thank you so much for your company. You really have made my weekend complete. Enjoy Labour Day. It's your day tomorrow, isn't it? Have a wonderful day tomorrow if you're not in work. And I'll speak to you all through the week in video or the live chat next Sunday as usual. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much indeed. Hi, Connor. Sorry, we're just heading off. No more licking your legs. No, I'm gonna try not. Good night. Thank you so much. Take care now. Sorry, Connor. We're just finished. Bruno, take care. Sticks. Good time in the election. I'm not even watching the election. Good night, Eric. Take care. Oh man, did you hear about the Knife Club Discord? No, I didn't. Good night, Rooster. Carla, Sticks. No, I can't be bothered listening to it. I've had enough. Nighty night, Tony. Thank you very much for all your input, mate. I hope your internet gets sorted. All right, folks, you take care. I'm away on to my bed. Thank you so much again. Bye.